Okay, so bear with me as I try to explain this technique to you. We're going to go over two techniques. This first one, we're going to create half stitches down the line. So first, you're going to find the hole that is diagonal to where you put your thread. Go ahead and pull your needle through. And once you pull it through, you will see that you have your first half of your cross stitch. From this point, because we're not going to close the X right now, we're going to come back and do that later, you're going to find the hole actually next to it. So to the left of where you just went in with your needle. So once you flip your eye of the cloth to the back, you can see, once I can remove this little tail situation, it's actually much easier to see. You're going to find the hole that's right next to where your thread is. So if you line your needle up, it's going to look like it's parallel to the edge of the eye of the cloth. It's going to be a straight line. This will make a lot more sense in a little bit, just bear with us. So you'll go ahead and put your needle through. You want to be careful and not do what I'm doing right here, and make sure that your thread is always clean so it doesn't fray too much. So be more careful than I was right there. But as you can see, you are now set up to do your next half stitch. So you're not going to go to the side on this one. You're going to find the diagonal hole just like you did in your first half stitch, and you're going to put the needle through again. As you can see, you now have 2 half stitches, and now you can see the thread in the back. It is parallel to the edge of the eye of the cloth. So you're going to just keep following this exact pattern all the way down. So you again are going to go to the hole right next to where your needle just went in. Pull it out, and now you can do your third half stitch. Now that you've gone to this point, I'm going to show you how, once you get a little bit more comfortable with finding, where the diagonal one is and where the hole on the side is, you're going to be able to just actually do it in one fell swoop. So if you see here, the needle goes in the diagonal. You put the needle straight parallel as you did when you flipped the cloth over, but without flipping it, and you just pull. What you want to be very careful with here is that you don't put the needle through your thread, because that will cause a knot, and the last thing you want to try to do is figure out how to get a knot out of these things. It's super difficult. So if you watch again, I'm going to find the diagonal line. I'm going to bend the eye of the cloth a little bit by pulling at the needle and bending it with my other hand. And then I'm going to push the needle through, and there you have 4 half stitches. Now when you flip it to the back, you'll see you have 4 lines that are parallel to one another. So this is actually what your back should look like. It'll look fairly clean, but now I hope you understand what I meant by it gets a little bit hard at the beginning, but just bear with me, it'll all make sense once you can kind of see the pattern that's being created.